original birthday cake.
Yes. Oh, I walked in the door.
Yes.
And immediately, what is it? What you got? Okay. So there's 3 young people. Because there's this giant cake, which was only like 6 pieces left.
I know it.
Which Marvin bought for this group. Happy birthday, and his 12th birthday.
Oh,
Is
my
it
big
a
cake.
lot more?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have this leftover cake.
And Costco puts all of those made that very nice.
Oh my goodness. And their cakes are big too,
Yeah.
really big, but they're really good.
Oh, they're huge.
And they're good prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Where'd you get it, Costco? Yeah, they got it. Was it good?
My girlfriend makes cakes, but like I can only afford them. You know, she's my friend. She's my Jane's birthday. Well, so I have to pay for it. But aside from that, yeah. The one, remember our cupcakes last year? That she does.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Where is her bakery?
She does it at home.
Yeah. And then where does she sell?
Just, you know, she usually does kind of online stuff.
Because there's a new bakery right down here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Where?
It's by the shoe repair and old timer Frontier.
Oh,
She's
really?
right in there. Yeah.
What is it? Over there by, yeah,
It
Jet
might be
Street.
around the corner there,
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
but it's right there.
Opposite.
Oh, okay. By the pizza and all that stuff?
Yeah, yeah, but you have to get up by the liquor store.
Yeah.
Be in
That's why I
one
go
of
get, they have really good sandwiches and salads there.
At the,
That liquor store.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yes.
Sandwiches are
They're
good.
amazing.
That's
Oh,
what I
they're
heard.
amazing. And their salads, oh my gosh, their balsamic vinegar is like, I just want to buy it. So good. I don't know, I think they make it.
I've lived here 50 years, and I know they've been there long.
Yeah, you have to go get the,
Yeah, I would in that liquor store.
yeah.
I wouldn't either, but friends of mine.
Well,
have told me.
I'm from New Orleans, so
Yeah.
some of our gas stations have like the best.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back in March actually, so.
Great town.
I think it's a fascinating.
I would,
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
like the back streets better than the front street.
Yeah.
And the food there is just
The first time I had
beignets.
oh, beignets, of course, but the one without the fish, but it has sausage and everything.
Gumbo,
So, yeah.
jambalaya.
Yeah.
Do you have family there?
Oh, yeah.
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 Where's the accent?
Well, you know, when I get there, it comes back.
Yeah, it's
When
like that.
yeah. But look, you haven't lost your accent. I'm like, because I've been around people talking like this.
Yeah.
But some people tell me it's like,
I like the way the streets are like sectioned off. You have so much for this, so much for that. Another area, country western over here, you go all the way
yeah,
down.
yeah, it's fun.
And I like the history of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Start, it's the only place I noticed when we're on the freeway, and you see alligator, possum.
We can get alligator on a stick if you go to the flea market. It's like sausage and alligator mixed together. Yeah, I don't need it,
I
but.
mean, those kind of things are off the roadway there, it's like possums,
Yeah.
alligator, turtles, all kinds of things.
We're having a family reunion, so. Yeah, one family that's not from there, I have family in South Dakota, like my mom's side. That's where I'm coming down.
What part is Michael?
From New Orleans?
Yeah.
Well, my mom lived there too, but I grew up in Algiers and just right over the river. What's that?
Your daughter?
Yes. Yeah, she's like not happy because she's gonna miss school. I'm like, you know what? You have to see where mommy came from, you know?
Yeah.
So she'll be happy. She'll get to go hang out with her uncle Al, who loves her. My
No,
mom.
no.
So we're gonna go on a swamp tour, which I'm excited. I mean, I haven't taken a swamp tour, but I've been in
Oh,
a
that's
swamp,
fun.
but I've never done a swamp tour.
I did that and I did the
Never here, you guys.
Oh my gosh, how
and
fun.
and the
Yes. Oh my god, cemeteries are amazing.
yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
There's a woman there that etches a charcoal. She just goes over the edges of it, makes
Right.
and there's a guy there.
We had a gentleman here that used to do that like the stars and things like that.
And then there's another person that they take a body and what happened is, I'm gonna text you his, artwork I've never seen in my life. He's on one of those side roads.
Well, they always have like the street artists and stuff. Like,
No, this guy has a storefront.
oh, nice. Places I want to go.
It doesn't because it doesn't drain out. So just give it a little water.
And they said out of one of them is putting an ice cube.
Ice cube. Oh. 5C will be absent, but I did mark it on your agenda.
Yeah, but I'll forget it.
I wrote it on there for you.
Okay, I agree. 5C. You got that, everybody?
Oh, yeah. My brother.
That's the one that you held, that you were at the, the one you were telling me that you got the surgery?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's all.
Was that before or after that picture?
That's before. Yeah, after he's all, his hair's all about that. Thick right now.
He's got it all cut
They
it
took it and they took the donors and a person that got hair transplant, my brother.
Oh, they,
They take donor hair, roots, and then shove it in there. It's
amazing.
Bosley.
That is so amazing.
Well, it hasn't grown yet.
But the pictures I've seen, well, I'll tell you, there's a good example.
Oh, there was one to the office. Oh, you know, it's a dance.
Been on it for years. He's getting some back here. It's
That's not the first time.
Is Vicky coming to you?
She is, because Jasmine will be absent.
Right. What's Vicky's title?
Director of Parks and Recreation.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Some of the Instagrams.
They were there last week.
Right. I think
Ron
they
will not
changed
be
my.
here.
Huh?
Ron will be absent.
Yes, I know. It's too bad.
You know what, he can't see if the kid's over.
We had
Well, he said his
extractions
teeth
done.
pulled,
Yeah,
yeah.
his teeth pulled and got the dog.
Yeah.
So him and the daughter.
Hold it down. He sent me a picture. Did you see them both in bed together? I said, Ron, get better.
We are on the air. I'm not allowed to start until that sign is on. It's just like Hollywood. And that's where the similarity ends, because you have to turn these off. Don't make believe you're on the airplane. Turn them all the way off, because this new high-tech system won't work if these are on. You don't know how to turn it off? Sound like my mother. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. This is the VillageFest board meeting of January 23rd. My name is Mike Siskin. I'm the chairman of VillageFest. Can we get a roll call?
Chair Ziskin,
I'm here.
Vice Chair Watson,
Here.
Board Member Meredith is currently absent. Board Member King will be absent today. Board Member Manley,
Here.
Board Member Tilly Louise,
Present.
Board Member Julie Montanti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, and I want to welcome the Director of Parks and Recreation, Vicki Oltein. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you, as always.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Glad to
have you.
Our next part of the meeting is from our public. These are public comments. If anybody would like to come forward and tell us stuff about Village Fest, likes, dislikes, problems, whatever, this is your time to chat with us. Anybody? No. Okay. Got that out of the way. Board comments. May I start with you, Tina?
I do not have any comments.
Okay, thank you, Dottie.
I do. I want to wish board member Mar, her birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mar. Thank you
Right.
much. That's all I got.
Well, that's wonderful.
Special, isn't it?
Yes, and you have flowers and
I
everything.
know.
I'm very impressed. I never get anything for my birthday. I have no comments. Julie, do you have any comments? Mar, did you have comments?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. The consent calendar is next. It can be approved with one motion. That includes the posting of the agenda and the approval of minutes. I'm going to respectfully request that we yank 4B, and I'll tell you why when you let me tell you why. So do I hear a motion to approve the consent calendar only 4A and not 4B? Don't everybody yell at once.
I'll make a motion that we accept it. I'll second it.
Okay, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. 4B, there is a correction to the minutes or a clarification, and that is when we talk about inviting one of our prospective vendors back, it wasn't clear in the minutes that we wanted to invite him back to apologize, and that was the consensus of the board. Not everybody approved, but I think we got consensus and kind of a majority approved. And with that, I would approve the minutes. I would vote to approve the minutes with that slight modification. If I hear a motion to do that. Yeah, well, I made the motion, I guess. I can do that.
I'll second it.
Okay, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. Thank you very much. Legislative actions is where all of you come in, and I want to thank all of you for coming this afternoon on a beautiful, beautiful day and spending time with us. And we're just going to go right to it. Our first one is Arts and Crafts, and it's Melrose Design. Who spelled it like that?
That's how she says it.
Oh, really? Okay, my apologies. It's Melrose Design. It's Melissa Rowe. Are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay, come on down. You need any help? Okay, I'm going to ask a favor of you to pull that microphone right off that stand and talk at it, because our new high-tech system won't pick you up if you don't.
Hi, you guys. I came back today with all my home art stuff.
Okay, great.
Great.
So here are some of the skulls art that I do. I'll use stones that I've collected, polished. Some of them have plants. Some of them have rocks in the eyeballs. They're all different. So there's an example of that. Here are some of my rain chains that I do, just like hanging wall,
Yeah, love it.
hanging wall pieces out of. Here's some more like yard art and like mosaic. This would show kind of a mosaic as well. This goes on a piece of 3/4-inch rebar.
Can you pass that around?
This one?
For us? Yes.
Absolutely. Let's see what other goodies I got in here for you
Oh,
guys.
God, it's like Christmas.
Oh, and this was one of my lamps you guys wanted to see.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then I put like a vintage like Edison bulb at the top, which is real cute. But I didn't have that screwed in the car. So if you guys want to check those out. And then this one also is like a yard art piece. It goes on either copper pipe, rebar, or stick, like I had it on this guy earlier. And like can stick in your yard somewhere. So they all incorporate stones, stuff I find out and about, the thrift store or out in the desert. Let's see what other goodies I brought for you guys. That might be it.
When you say skull art, is this what you're talking about?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's special, really.
I sell more of those than you would imagine. And then I also do just like little planters with stones as well. So this one, I polished the face. And I had originally made it as a candle holder, but it didn't shine that well. So I put plants in it.
didn't shine through.
Like the light didn't just come through as well, there was too much.
Oh, I thought you meant the candle was on top and it burned down. No, the candle's inside.
Yeah, it just didn't, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it, so I turned them into planters.
It looks like a bookend.
Yeah, I make them just like you would bookends.
Do you cut this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you have to have a really
Yeah.
large saw for that one. And I think that's about it for you guys. Kind of gave an example of.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for our vendor?
Yes, I have one. On the glassware now,
Yes.
have you bought that? And-
Yes, so
Yeah.
all of these pieces, like these plates here, I bought at the thrift store.
Yes.
This is a salt and pepper shaker that I also bought at the thrift store, assembled them. This stone here, though, I did polish this stone.
Okay.
So they all kind of incorporate my stonework.
I have a question.
Within it, yeah.
With the lamp and the mason jar,
Yes.
what do you do to the stone that convinced me that that's 75% handmade and not assembled?
I can't, other than the
Okay.
fact I found the stones.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
But it absolutely is just.
Okay,
was-
thank you for clarifying
Yeah.
that. That's fine.
Can you tell me too, you have lariats on your application,
Oh, I
but I don't
did.
see
I'm
them
wearing
here.
one right now. Let's see if I put these in there.
You could show us the one that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I did. They were down here.
Okay.
So these are kind of my more simple lariats that I've made in as an alternative to my real big bolos that you guys have seen. But anyway, there's an example of one of those.
And what do you do to the stone on that?
This one, I've polished the stone that's on the
Okay.
end. Like this certain one, I have polished
Okay, here, okay. So
this part of it. So they're all kind of different. I'm experimenting with different things and what I like. So
do you wrap this
Yes,
metal, or
yes.
is it bought, or is it wrapped? You
no,
wrap
I
it?
wrap that metal. Yeah,
Okay, good. Okay.
yeah, that's the same sterling silver stuff that I use.
Did we see
what
magnets
would you like?
also?
Yeah, you got any
Did we see
magnets?
magnets also that are on your
I-
application?
I
But
might not have brought them.
They're on the
Deep.
refrigerator like my
They're
magnets.
deep in the car, is what they are really. But they're basically stones that I tumble. So I don't do the whole hand polishing, grinding. I sell them for cheap for $4 or $5, and they're all tumbled stones that I have found and tumbled at home.
You tumble in them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, does somebody want to make a motion?
Just to get it started, I'll make a motion that we accept these items.
A second. Discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, the skull art, I think,
Oh.
clearly fits within the rules and regulations. I forgot what you called these waterfalls, I think, rock falls, I
Rain
don't know,
chains.
whatever, they're
Rain
cool.
chains,
yeah.
And those are also very much handcrafted, you could see a lot of work goes into it. The arrow piece where you've taken that, I mean, I think that you've recreated something there
These had
into
like
that.
buffaloes on them. I cut the buffaloes off. Mosaic did.
Yeah, so I mean,
obviously.
that
Yeah.
just definitely seems to me like that would fit. The lamp, not so much,
Okay.
because it's a jar that's pre-made, a lamp fixture, of course, that's pre-made, and you're filling a jar with rocks, so I don't think that fits into it. And on the lariats, I have a question about some of them too, because, I mean,
Sure.
some of them, well, not really a question, but just more an observation. If some of them you are actually cutting the stones, then that would be different than these donut shapes that you're purchasing and
Correct.
putting on here. So I think that there's definitely some question there. And then as far as the magnets go, if you're taking tumbled stones and gluing a magnet, a magnetized piece to the back of it, then to me, you're taking something and gluing a magnet on it. So
Well, I
don't
tumble
feel.
them.
Well, okay.
I don't buy them
I don't
tumbled
actually see
necessarily.
a rock tumbler in your photos. So if you do,
Oh,
then we'd
okay.
want to see that
Okay,
you're
sure.
doing that.
Yeah, of course.
I don't see I'm pretty sure you have a lot of pictures there for sure, but I don't see a saw in there. I think that the piece of agate that you're using for the plant holder, previously candle holder, is a little bit suspect because of the felted bottom that would normally be how you would buy
Well, I
that.
made them as these candle holders, so I made them just like the bookends. So I made them real nice at the bottom, and I tried my best to like make them super fancy.
Well,
But
okay,
those I
so
don't make very
I don't
often
see a
because
rock
it takes
tumbler
3
in the
hours to go
pictures,
through
and
the
I
saw.
don't see a saw in the pictures, and I think that, so those are two things that I couldn't prove at this time, just based on the rules and regulations.
We're waiting for the magnets.
The magnets, I mean, I don't think that we have any backup on that in the package. And then also on the lariats, if it's things that she has crafted the stone in some fashion, but if it's just those donuts, those are just bought like that, and so I don't think that that would fit into the rules and regulations.
How about the other one that she has?
I'm
Which
sorry,
one?
which one?
The one where she wrapped, not the
think-
one with the donut.
Well,
Yeah, no, no.
but this one, that's what I'm saying, so like on that one, if, you know, she said that she polished that and cut that, so, okay.
So what
I
are
mean,
we,
that's different, because she
Yeah.
did
Right.
something to the stone.
what are we leaving out? Let's do it that way.
The ones we're questioning.
Because there's a motion
the
to
lamp.
approve.
Well,
so
to
we
me,
have
the
to-
motion to approve would be the skull art
Okay,
of what we have right here, which doesn't actually have everything. It doesn't have your, sorry, I already forgot.
I
what-
just put like
The magnets?
home decor yard art.
Okay,
Your-
but I'd like to add it, so what
Oh,
are we gonna
okay.
call it? What do we, well, you already said it, I'm sorry, I've already
Rain
forgotten.
chain.
Rain
oh, the
chain.
rain chain.
See, my
yeah.
rain
Yeah.
chains are already approved. That's just kind of me
Correct.
adapting the
Oh,
rain
right.
chains
Yeah.
into
I thought
a-
that we did, but I wasn't sure, because you were
I just wanted to
here with
show
it.
you kind of a new
Okay, so rain chains are already
adaptation of
on.
them.
So to me, the skull art is for sure. The lariats with handcrafted stones would be okay.
Okay.
But I don't think that we could do the lamps.
Not the lamp and
And I
not
don't
the
think that we
donut
could do the
stones.
magnets that I think that we don't have here to look
We
at
don't have them,
anyways.
no.
And I would need to see a rock tumbling process and, so to me, of this, right here, I would say the skull art and the lariats with handcrafted stones would be the two things on this list.
And the rain
And the
chain.
But we already had that.
We already got that.
She said that she already approved that. So I don't, she was just showing it.
Different.
And the
Yeah,
arrow.
but we already,
Oh,
well,
and the
I don't
mosaics.
know, what do we,
Yeah,
well,
is that okay with you?
it's not on the application, so I don't know
It
how
should be
to.
on there. Mosaic's not on there.
It says skull art, lamps, lariats, and magnets. So I'm not trying to be complicated, just trying to understand.
That's what you have on.
We can add it.
Yeah, we can add it.
We'll add it for you.
Yeah, so what,
See that?
what do you want to call that?
Mosaics, please.
Right, okay. Mosaic, we'll add that.
Okay, yeah. So skull art, lariats with handcrafted stones, and mosaic. I think that for today, that stuff is all within the rules and regulations set forth by the city council.
Talk to us.
Miscellaneous yard art.
Well,
if-
I don't know, miscellaneous yard art, we would need to clarify more fully.
If you could show us that you're cutting it and all that, and we didn't see any you have a lot of photos, they're good ones, but I didn't see anything slicing the stone.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
if you want
I
to come
can get
back.
some
to-
new photos.
Sure,
Sure.
absolutely.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
then
we'd
you
love
could
to-
bring
love-
those things
Bring
back.
it back.
Okay.
But other than those, the motion is to approve. It was
Skull
second.
art, lariats with handcrafted stones, and the mosaics.
Mosaics.
And the mosaics,
Yes.
right. Is that okay with?
Yeah.
Second, I guess I'll second.
I'll second that we
Okay.
accept that.
Yeah.
I did it.
Would you be willing to
Yes.
change your motion?
Okay, I'll change my motion. We
Thanks.
accept
The-
the skull art,
Right.
the chains, the rain thing, and the mosaic.
And the
The
lariat,
lariat without,
Handcrafted stones, can
with
we
the
just
hand,
put
yeah,
that?
with the handcrafted and wire wrapped that she put on there.
yes.
That's, okay, I think I
Okay.
And the
covered
mosaic.
it.
So
Right.
3 things.
Yeah.
Skull art, lariats with handcrafted stones, and mosaics.
Right.
Okay?
Uh-huh,
Okay,
Ditto.
thank you.
okay. Any other comments? I
did.
will re-second. Re-second.
I have one last thing that's totally unrelated to
Hold it, we're in the
VillageFest.
middle of a vote.
No.
This is like, that would be a shanda. Let's get through, let's
you'll
get
slap
through,
your hand.
let's get through this. Does anybody else have any comments? Julie, do you have anything more?
No, I
Okay.
think we did.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? it carries. Now, talk to us.
We will see you on the street. Now
Again.
you can speak.
Yes, you
What did
will.
you want to talk to us about?
I happen to run a mental health awareness campaign here in the desert for Riverside County Behavioral Health. I'm doing some stuff. If you guys want to see this stuff anywhere in your neighborhood, if you think there's a good place to put it, I go to senior living places. It's all older adult driven.
Okay.
I don't know. I just thought I'd leave it here if you guys want to look at it. If there's anywhere
like to
you
look at it.
Why don't you
would
leave it?
love-
Do you have enough copies for
I'm
all of
a
us?
senior needing mental health for sure.
Right.
I'm not going to lie.
I'd be happy. We don't charge anyone. We drop them off. We maintain them
That's
every
very
month.
nice.
and
Thank you.
keep stuff
Thank
around.
you. And
So
thank you for doing that.
check it out. You guys can
Right.
call me, email me.
Yeah, give it to
Let me know if
Faith, huh?
there's
Yeah.
if you guys want to see this in your
Thank you.
community. Okay.
Well, if you want to put it in our community and you would like them to have a booth at VillageFest, let us know. Let staff know. That's why we're here.
Keep it on.
Keep it on. Thank you. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that.
Thank you, Melissa.
All right, we're good. Okay.
Joe and Tammy.
Yeah, Joe and Tammy Peterson, Cranberry Kitchen, Farmers Market, current vendor. And he's adding cookies, scones, trail mix. Hi.
Howdy.
All right, we got such
Welcome.
an education last time on cranberries.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How are you doing with the cranberries, by the way?
Good. Very good.
Yeah, Joe, take that right off of there. There we go.
Very good.
Thanks.
Let me go ahead and start handing this out. Currently, we have the Crannies, the Superfruit Duo, Cranny and Superfruit Duo trail mixes approved.
Yeah.
Our volume has been what I've expected, but I will say, after the first market, I really thought we were going to get really good days.
Are these
I'm
all the
sorry?
same?
No.
No.
Scones and cookies, and these here are cranberry cashew
Yeah.
clusters.
Yeah, we can open.
And you can open them, you can taste them. So what we are adding are baked goods. When I present at the table, one of the things that I talk about is how we create the cranny. And the cranny is specifically dried whole. We don't slice it, so therefore it's packed in juice. And while it's great as a fruit line, trail mixes, people comment, oh, I put it on my cereal, my oatmeal, granola, etc. One of the things that I point out, and this came from an Iron Chef in Seaside, Oregon, who claims I don't need to reconstitute the crannies when I bake. They hold their moisture. And yet I have no baked goods to sell or to even sample. So I'm a farmer. I'm not a baker. So when you start looking at recipes, there are a dozen plus deep in all the ingredients. So what I did, and I've contacted them, we are partnering, not that I want to use a legal term, with the Women's Bean Group.
The women's what group?
Bean Group.
Spell that.
B-E-A-N.
Oh, like bean.
Right.
Women's bean group. Okay, got it. Vanilla bean.
And it's a group that works to get women that are in need jobs, and they sell on the internet. As a matter of fact, I've found them on Amazon. Since then, I've contacted them, and if this is approved, we're going to be purchasing larger quantities. So in these items are the crannies, and only the crannies. We're not adding any blueberries or anything else. Again, the whole point here is to show that the cranny holds its moisture in baking.
Oh.
And so we're going to be selling these lines.
Right, I'm going to give some
It
to
shows you
I'm gonna
how
give some
to
to
mix
You like
it,
that?
see, the recipe.
What I will say,
Did you have
in
it?
following
Good control.
a conservative recipe on the crannies,
Yeah.
we're going to probably increase at least 50% on the Crannies product. I mean, especially on the scones, we just don't feel as though there's enough crannies in the scones. Yes, please eat them. Pass them around.
This is really good.
Thank you.
Isn't it? Oh, my God.
I'd be glad for you to add this.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And it would help you at your booth and bulk it up and,
I think it's a way of helping others as well. So
yeah,
he's
totally.
got
It's a
a
nice-
dual benefit to what he's doing, and I
Right.
would
Totally
approve
support
it.
it.
I would support it.
And the Women's Bean Group has also requested from us pictures of the booth at VillageFest. They're going to put them on their website, post them on Facebook, you know, promote them, promote us, promote VillageFest. So it'd be nice exposure.
Joe, where is this women bean thing?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh,
Right.
Okay, so we're adding
Delicious.
these products to the mix. Okay,
Hopefully.
somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to add these products here.
And I'll second that.
Okay, discussion?
I see trail mix here. Is there?
I think we
That's
passed
already
on.
approved.
Yeah, we,
All right.
Yeah,
They
all the
grabbed-
trail
they grabbed it so
mixes
fast, I
and the
didn't-
fruit side of the table are all approved.
Okay. Anything?
it's very good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we expect to see these on the street
See,
with
everything's
you,
not
Joe.
that hard, so don't be afraid of us, okay?
Yeah,
Watch out, they'll be grabbing them from you.
Some
Joe.
of it is.
there goes dinner.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're on
Nice
D
product.
now, I guess.
5D.
5D, which is Deborah Phillips, Arts and Crafts, Photography, Paintings, and Prints.
Cool.
Hi, Deborah. Oh, this is, would you guys want to see this? This is the cranberry.
After you got cranberry all over it.
Yeah, my spittle.
You have to see them up close.
Look, isn't that cute? Look.
Oh, yeah. She's quite talented. Look at that.
You can actually do one for even hotels and different hotels.
Oh, that's right.
Different hotels and, oh, look at that. There you
Oh,
go.
the look at that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, that is.
And then I'm also gonna do, sell the prints that are not assemblaged for a lower price. These are different images.
Deborah, get the mic, honey, because nobody's hearing you. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is just special.
Do you draw these?
Oh, yeah,
How long have you been an artist?
all my life.
All your life. Bless your
Beautiful.
heart.
Do you make the people?
They're
They're so tiny.
they're actually model airplane or model train people
Oh.
in O scale or H scale, depending on the size.
Yeah.
And then I hand paint them for the colors that I want.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't find ones with bathing suits, so I paint out their clothes and add the bathing suits.
Take all their
I want the people at home to see this because it's so unusual. These are 3D with little people in them. It's
Oh, look at
very
the one
cool,
of the,
very unusual.
The Rancho Mirage Car Wash.
Yeah.
Well, there's
These are great.
15 different images that I have, and they're all Palm Springs.
Beautiful.
So I've got the dinosaur from Carbazon, and I have, well, there's 15 different images. But a lot of them are very Hackney-esque with the pools, and then there's a lot of the Airstream,
Okay.
because it's sort of mid-century modern.
And you're selling them already framed, right? The prices
Well,
are,
yeah, for the,
for
yeah,
the
And there's the
three-dimensional
prints,
ones,
yeah.
yeah,
but not the prints.
yeah.
Okay.
What are the 3Ds priced at?
175 for the small ones and 225 for the large ones.
Right. Here, did you want to see that?
Uh-huh. And the unframed?
I was thinking probably around 65 and 45.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Sure.
What do we know? Okay.
But I was advised by somebody that if I sold the prints, that I would get, I would double my volume.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay,
Will you be traveling to the desert then? I see your address.
Well, so what I would think would be that I would come down probably 4 or 5 times this year. And then next year I'm planning to retire here. And so this was my idea for coming up with something that could afford me the lifestyle I'd like to become accustomed to.
okay.
We know what you're talking about.
Anybody else have any questions?
No.
Somebody want to make a motion, please?
Sorry, my mouth was full of cranberries.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I
Lauren's
want
going to
to.
make a
Yeah,
motion.
I make a motion that we accept this vendor at the street fair.
I'll second it.
Okay, discussion?
Very unique.
Yeah, love it.
Very nice, very nice. Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Thank you,
So we
Deb.
will see
They're
you on the
beautiful.
street.
Yeah.
All right.
How do I go about coming to drop in?
You talk to the lady that does all the work.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to give her a second to.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, those cranberries. I haven't been down to see, does he sell the cranberries packaged?
Yes,
Or by the pound or whatever?
he sells them packaged.
Yeah.
The dried. Yeah,
Really good.
Oh,
they
I
are
know.
good. I love cranberries.
I love them in my cereal.
Nah, take your time. We're good. Okay, Summers Ornamental Glam, that's Tracy Summers, Arts and Crafts, plates and easels. Oh my God, you got a whole shebang.
Hi,
there.
guys.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you. First time for all of this stuff. So what we do is, it's actually plate art, I call it.
What is it called? I'm sorry.
Plate art
Plate art.
for either indoor or outdoor decoration,
Uh-huh.
and assembling plates that come from thrift stores. I've given a lot to family and friends, and then had decided, they had just decided that, yeah, they are heavy. They're indoor or outdoor. There's a lot of, some of them have beads, some have chains that are attached, as well as some, that one has paint. A lot of mirror, a lot of bling kind of thing. Get the attention of the lights and the sunshine.
What do you do? Like, you put it on your shelf?
Oh, yeah. Or outside on
But yeah, indoor or outdoor. This one has an aluminum. It's an aluminum that I had found, and then again thrift store, and some beads, mirrors, candlestick holder here. That's a candlestick holder, and then a just a cup. They vary in weight and size.
That's good use.
Pretty considerably. All of the plates, they'll either come from, usually the back plates, like that one is a dollar store plate. And then the rest of them are just things I found at thrift stores.
Oh, my gosh.
They vary in size.
Where do you feel?
Yeah,
feel
that's
that
part
one?
of it.
You were
'cause I
just
kinda have to
saying.
Look at.
Could use it as a weapon.
Dorothy, pick up that one.
Yeah, and they've also, like this one can be for an outdoor. And that's really attached with PVC. And then it can be on a stick or a pole. And they can be just washed off, rinsed off. They're very durable. I started doing this probably back in April or May, and had them out in my yard and found they really stand up to the weather.
Do you do anything at all? Do you add any of these things to the plate, or were they already there, like these little glass
Those
jobs?
are all just bead items and
this is sharp.
mirrors.
Be careful when you.
Yeah. Those are just items that I have, some of them are the craft stores, Joann's, Michael's.
So they're already
also
on,
Amazon's.
they have already been affixed to the plate?
No.
No.
my
Plates
goodness.
are blank.
That's what I'm
The
asking.
plates are a blank slate.
Okay. That's the canvas, right.
Yeah. For
Thank you.
example, this one, there's yellow paint in that. That's what makes the stripes.
I
on-
was wondering
on the
about
surface
that.
plate.
You put that on?
Yeah.
Is it like an acrylic paint or something?
Yeah, it's like
almost
the little-
like thick.
Like the little model airplane paints,
Oh.
the little square box,
Oh,
little
it's got
square
high on
bottles.
So it's a plate on top of a plate on top.
on top of a plate,
Embellished,
embellished, yeah.
like that when he painted some of it.
And again, a lot of them, like this is a candle holder, that's a candle holder. This one is just a typical bowl, a crystal bowl I found at a revivals.
These guys have.
So you have on your plates and easels, but it's just because the easels come with the plates, right? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean, you're not selling the easels.
correct, yeah, I couldn't sell the easel
Just want to
anyway.
make sure.
'Cause
Just-
And then again, if
That's cute.
some of them I can do the attachment for the stick, and it goes on very, very easily. One of the tricks I've discovered with some of the plate on plate, depending on the glass, is I have to use a Dremel tool to grind down so that it attaches better. But like I said, I've had them out in the yard. There's never been a problem with anything coming up.
I really like your booth, and it's very inviting. You don't have that damn table in front of yourself.
Yeah.
You invite people in, and that's.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
people who go to trade
Yeah,
show
that's how we
school
had
know
set
that.
it up.
Okay.
That's how we had set it up.
Yeah, somebody want to make a motion?
Just, I'd like to have, just
Yeah.
so we could discuss it. So, yeah, I'm going to make a motion to approve this vendor.
I'll second.
Okay, so, for discussion. So, I know that this one, to me, is kind of on the border between assemblage and handcrafted, but I feel that what they are putting together here transforms the original piece so that the plate is almost like the canvas for the artwork that's coming on top of that, and it's really unusual. So, I mean, there could be a good chance on a different day I would feel differently than this. I'm just being honest. But I just feel that you really transform the individual things into something completely different than what it started out as.
There's a synergy going on there. Did you?
And
ever think
everyone is
Yeah.
everyone is very, very unique. I've made I've made probably 150 of them, and they're all very different, and unique. Which is why I've done it. It's not just stamping
Julie,
something
we're
out.
not going to agree on everything, and it's okay.
It's all good.
You
It's
guys
all
really
good.
stretch that one. I would like to see you maybe make a clock or do something in the middle where it's a little bit more like a clock or something movement, so it's a
Right.
little more of your artwork
Right.
involved in just beating plates.
Another thing that I did, and I didn't bring that, is actually I have a couple of pieces that are similar to this but inverted, and I put loose charms inside of it. I put loose glass beads inside of it, so it's almost it will
Right.
move as a kaleidoscope, depending on
Oh,
the
I see what
glass
you-
you see. You know how it distorts the light. What I've done with some of them is
Okay.
put loose glass in, and every time you move it, it will distort the colors of the glass.
Are you selling it at any other,
No, we've only done a holiday bazaar, like at our complex.
yeah.
Our gated complex is it.
Do you paint on all of them, or are they all with the items glued on?
They're variable, it varies.
Could
It
you
varies
paint on all
quite
of them?
a bit. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the paint, so one of the things I've discovered in my experimentation, that is a combination of paint as well as an oil marker. So I stopped doing that. It doesn't hold up.
The marker?
The marker.
Yeah.
The
I
paint
figure.
does because it is just little model airplane.
Anybody else have any comments?
I think it's really unusual, you know, before when we used to do assembly, you know, but this, it's on the fence, but I like it, you know.
I've never
because I
seen
think
anything
it's-
like
I've
it.
never seen anything like it. I think a lot of thought went into it, except, you know, without just assembling stuff.
Right,
You have an
and
artistic flair.
it looks like a good percentage of them are painted a little bit.
Yeah, paint them a little bit more and everybody.
Yeah, painted some more.
Good idea.
And also, you know, I don't know what, we worked on the rules and regulations so long ago now, I'm not sure what was the old rules, what's the new rules we're trying to get past, because it was 2 years ago that we worked on the new rules, so honestly, I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, we used to have booths as well that had, not antiques, but I can't
Steampunk,
think, you know,
isn't it?
collectible. Okay, so it seems to me that even that in those plates, the initials piece that they begin with could possibly even be that. So
Collectible or steampunk?
You combined the vintage and the collectible together?
Yeah.
And you put a moratorium on vintage and collectibles.
You know,
Oh, we did?
we can unmoratorium them at any time. Okay.
Do we still have the same people there, and same number or anything? Because I know the one lady, Terry, she passed away, that had that original booth.
Yes.
Two.
Okay. Well, they're not really
cap on
vintage
two?
because they're not old.
No.
Or they're new meant to look old, right? They're not old.
It just depends on the piece I find at the
Right,
thrift store.
okay.
I started actually by Googling them and then they were too
So
expensive.
it sounds to me
so-
like we're trying to reach a consensus on how we can accept these within the parameters of our
Yeah.
rules and regulations. Tina, what were you going to say?
Maybe I'm crazy, but it looks like art to me. It doesn't look like
Well,
assembly.
if it looks like
So
art
that's
to you,
my-
it's art to you.
That's my vote.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I think they're highly unusual. I really do.
All right. Any further discussion? Okay, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? It carries.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're very pretty. Put some more paint on them.
Yeah, good, I like that. I'll take that.
Because we're going to start, we'll get letters. Right. Finger paint. We'll get one of those monkeys that paints. Isn't that their boot? Okay. What? Oh, we have entertainment. Okay, while they're cleaning up their plates, we're going to
I
invite
can't believe you're
Shane
carrying
Tay
that
up.
whole thing.
Hi, Shane.
I can't believe you're carrying that whole
And
basket.
this is called the Fly Desert, and it's a dance group. Are all of you guys and ladies here?
Thanks.
There's a few of us missing because they're in class right now.
Okay. How dare they go to school? I didn't know anybody went to school here.
The stands, you can only sell them together.
As long as they're with
Yeah.
the plates and not separate.
Yeah, don't sell them separately. Okay. And you, ladies and gentlemen, take your time getting set up. We're in no rush.
Thanks, Tracy. See you on the street.
Good stuff. He almost needs a two-wheel cart. That's too.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt your back with that stuff. Trust me.
You're such a good
Doesn't he need a
dad.
two-wheel
Yeah.
cart? You know, with rubber. You can't carry that like a block.
Yeah.
Look at the size of the speakers. That would just blow me out of the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that jive? Wow. Would you like to talk to us just for a couple seconds and take that microphone right out? Since you're an entertainer, you know how to use a microphone. And tell us who you are and what you do, where you come from, and what school are the other ones from, and how come you're not in school?
Okay, my name is Shane. This is Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, I'm Rose. Stephanie.
Welcome.
And we all go to College of the Desert right now. And we're like a hip hop team mostly, so we mostly do hip hop. But we also have other members of the team. We also do like other styles. We do like breaking. We do like contemporary, some of us. And we do like popping and waving and stuff like that. And basically, we represent like the Coachella Valley. We all like reside here. And I think it'd be great like for the street fair because I've been going there since I was little. And like I see like exhibitionists, but like I never see like dancers out there really, and I haven't seen like only like maybe a few through the years, and I think it would be great like for people all ages because at College of the Desert like you know you don't have to be like young to be on the team. Anyone who like wants to dance could like really be a part of it. So y'all could be a part of it too if you want. And yeah, so that's like what we do, and yeah, so we can show you what we'll do.
All right, well, put your microphone back and then go do it. Thank you for explaining that to us. I don't think so.
They had those break dancers. Nothing was approved.
Nothing was approved.
Gee, how fancy.
Shit if I know.
They're going to show us how old.
Let me just show you our sign first.
Okay.
So we need to put these together, but they make one big tackle sort of.
That is cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Together. I show that.
Who was the artist?
We put the letters on, but the real artist, Perla, she's not here right now.
Very nice.
She's in school.
Yeah.
And then this would be our show times. So. All right, let's show.
One time, come. Yeah. Shoes on. One time, come. Woo. Get a one time, come. Everybody start running. Get a one time, come. Get a one time, come.
I love it. Great.
And then I get some money. 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 I need face, I need brain, concentrate. I go boom, product taste, killer weed, rock the lace. Move by the ace. Oh, travel rate, get some money. Thoroughly, patty face. My career taking off. These are darling in place. Ready? You know, I be out of shape. Can you stop with all the subs? I ain't caring. If you really want some smoke, you can pull up, you can get it. Go ahead, pull the brakes, make hit me up. Put a white boy on the song. I might turn GZ up. Keep it cheap from the road to the end, from the start. You know me, Cardi B, popping on the charts.
Okay.
I got that juice, no AP. She got that juice, she got that squeeze, she got that wet. I'm on them skis, I got that drip, I'm overseas. DRIPPING, I got that VVSICE, flow like a cool juice, lemon on my jewel. I got stones on my neck, ooh, blood on my set, ooh, water on my wrist, put that on my ex was
Very good.
Okay, girls, let's get up and show them a little.
Yeah,
Sure,
we're
yeah.
gonna,
Get up on the table.
we're on our way. We're joining
I
them.
have a question for staff. Do we have a platform stage for them, or are they going to be on the street if we approve? On the street. Okay.
I have a question. Do you have a uniform, or what do you normally wear?
It probably is. Black shirt,
That's fine.
camis, bottoms.
That's fine.
Who's your choreographer? Are you
Yeah,
the
this-
choreographer?
Who
Where-
choreographed it?
Yes, I choreograph.
I could tell.
Yeah, I do the choreography.
Do you dance for an hour straight?
Oh yeah, well that's why we made show times. So what we would do, let me show you the sign.
We need to do this for exercise, girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can join them for that. They're so cute. I just love them.
What we would do is arrive before 7, so we could like have time to set up. Doesn't take too long, but just so we're ready. And then at 7:30 is when our first show time would start. Because I chose that time to start because that's like when people really start to like show up.
Yeah.
And like it starts getting like more crowded. And then that would be like our routine right there, what we just did. That's like one routine. And we're not gonna do that for like hours straight. So after our first routine, what we would do is freestyle. So I would play like with like a whole bunch of music, clean of course. Like people would freestyle, and other members on the team, like maybe that weren't in the routine, they'd be freestyling. And that like makes time go by. And then so freestyling is
Thank you.
Yeah, so the freestyling would be no choreo needed.
Whatever
You
they
just go
feel.
on the top of your head. People just having fun,
Yep.
grooving. Some be break dancers, some just doing anything.
That's cute.
And then the second routine would be like at 8. Oh, and also what we would do between these breaks, so some of us could rest, like right now. We would do classes. So like I would want like people on the audience to interact too. And I
Oh,
think that's the most
fun.
fun.
Oh, that's Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right, does anyone want to learn a routine or like learn a few dance moves themselves?
Oh yeah, we'll be
And,
there.
like, what we would do
We'll
is,
be
like,
there.
either one of us,
I can do it.
Go easy on us and we can do
Okay,
it.
Okay, I have a couple questions for staff. Do we have lighting for them? Can we put them somewhere where they'll be seen? 'Cause I doubt they have lighting, but you never
Right,
know.
I mean, it just
They might.
depends on where they would be. I would want to know, because the show does start at 6. So would you guys have a representative there or something?
Or
someone that-
something, music, something
Yeah,
going on
This
there?
would be if you started at 7:30, it would be an hour and a half into. Just someone there, just kind of interacting. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then my other question is, you're going to have a big tip bowl in front of you, right?
big.
Yeah, okay.
How many people are in your troupe?
So there's about 10 of us, actually.
Wow.
So there's only 3 of us today representing, but yeah, there's about 10 of us when everyone comes, shows up to practice. And
Tell me what schools you go to.
so we all go to COD right here.
Okay, but all of you are in COD, and the ones who are not here, do they go to COD also?
Yeah, there are some members who are not just in school, they dance. all the time.
Sure, great,
And
great.
they're welcome to join us. And
Okay.
even though they're not part of the College of Desert or Fly Desert, they can still dance.
Fly, I love the name. Does anybody else have any
No.
questions for the troupe?
It's great.
Okay, get a motion?
Can I make a motion that we accept the Fly group? And I think you guys will probably be found somewhere along
You're gonna
the
have
line.
everybody
Oh, yeah,
We
oh, yeah.
discovered.
I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, I have 2 seconds. Pays your money and takes your choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Mouth there.
Any discussion?
No, I think they're great.
Yeah, they're really great. You guys are wonderful.
Energetic addition to
All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. You're hired.
Yay!
Thank you.
On the street.
Good to see you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'll say. Wow.
Creative youth.
Oh, amen.
You know, it's the truth. Makes you realize your own mortality. Okay. Jeff Lessard, am I ruining your name? Okay. Earth Milk Incorporated, hemp-based pain relief and skincare products. He's okay?
Hi, Jeff, welcome.
We were having such a good day, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. Is it working?
Now it's working, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm Jeff Lessard, and I represent Earth Milk. What we're doing is we're producing skincare and pain relief products with hemp CBD. Everything is made from scratch with all natural products. There's no artificial ingredients.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and start passing around some of the samples. Okay, sure. All right, we'll start over here. I'm going to start handing out our entire line of products here. Okay, so I've got topicals and I have ingestibles. I've got oils for nerve pain, bone pain, any kind of pain or inflammation. You can take CBD for these types of ailments. A lot of people are taking it for restless leg syndrome, epilepsy, Parkinson's, MS. CBD is the healing beneficial compound found both in medical marijuana and in hemp. So what we've done is we're taking a 0 THC CBD and we're adding it to all of our products. So it is not psychoactive. There is 0 THC. No one will test positive for THC. No one will have a psychoactive effect. So you can either rub topicals onto your body where you have localized pain, or you can take an
you can open as
ingestible
many as you
for
want.
any type of overall pain that you may have.
Where are your ingestibles made? Are
Ingestibles
they
are-
made in a commercial kitchen or
They're-
someplace
yes,
that's
our
inspected?
manufacturing facility on the Perez Road in Cathedral City.
Do you have a lab test on this, any of this?
Yes, our website includes lab testing for every product. You can go to our website. Under each product
Do you have-
page is
Do you
the
have this batch
lab testing.
lab tested now that you're
Yes.
giving us? Can I see the paperwork on that?
I don't have that on me, but I can bring it to you next.
Is it on the website?
Yes, it is.
As long as it's on the website, that's
Yeah,
fine with me.
Each product at the bottom of each product description page is the lab testing, the link to the lab tests. So
Whenever
I've got
someone
a.
makes a motion, though, I do have some comments. that I
Okay.
wanna make.
Yeah, we'll get to
Not
that.
questions so much.
Okay,
just comments.
sure.
Could I have that page back? This group put it-
So you vend a lot online, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you in any other street fairs in the
I am
valley?
actually. We're at the College of the Desert
Are
every
you?
weekend.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Do you see those
It's been great.
dancers? They're from College
Yes,
of
they're
the-
great. I think they should be there too.
Yes, coming.
So each product has its own formulation. So these are formulated for different ailments. I've got a formulation for
price.
shingles, eczema,
Is this the price list?
psoriasis.
Right.
It's 100 milligrams of CBD in that.
Okay.
I've got a arnica salve for muscle pain, bruising, and inflammation. And we have a healing cream for nerve pain, bone pain, and joint pain, and arthritis pain. There's a lip balm there that's a luxurious lip balm. It's a Golden Seal medicated lip balm. So I do a lot of herbal infusions, and this Golden Seal is infused in sunflower oil, and then we add that to our lip balm. And then we have, in the arnica salve actually, there's an infusion of arnica and myrrh in sunflower oil. All these are real herbs, essential oils, steam distilled essential oils, flower essences, and ionic minerals. There's no fillers in our products. It's all natural ingredients. Let's see. So then we also have the skin cream, which is a great overall moisturizing cream, and it helps reduce wrinkles because CBD is shown to increase collagen levels, thereby reducing wrinkles, and also helps bone mending as well.
Is this anecdotal, or are there studies
Yes.
that follow up on the
There's
claims?
research to back all of this up. There's all kinds of studies out there on research on CBD, as well as all of the herbs and essential oils and the ionic minerals that we're including in the products. So these are real herbal medicines. Yeah, they're real herbal medicines that we're adding CBD to.
Okay.
So we've got I covered the healing cream, the shingles cream, we've got the skin cream, the lip balm, and then of course the oils. Those are adjustables.
I like this coconut oil.
That's an MCT coconut oil with CBD in that.
What's
It's a great
MCT?
product. MCT is a medium chain triglyceride. And so what that does is a quick energy source for your body. It doesn't have to be broken down by your liver. It's a short, medium chain triglyceride, short fat. So it's easily absorbed by your body and extremely bioavailable.
A drop in your mouth or whatever.
Yeah, the idea with the product is you'll drop the half a dropper. The pipette only ever fills halfway. That's a half a milliliter. In that half a milliliter is going to be 3 milligrams of CBD in the product. You just drop that under the tongue. You hold it for 10 to 30 seconds and then swallow it. The reason you hold it under the tongue is it's going to be hitting your bloodstream quicker that way. And then you swallow it. And then you go about your day.
So do you have the state code that goes on to the ID code and date of when it was made and when it comes out?
We have a code. We have a date on there. I don't have a code per
I don't
se.
see a date.
Yeah, there's a date under the, right in here. Right in there.
Okay.
It's hard,
I'd
small
like to
print.
make a motion to approve just
So
because
we
I
can
want to have some
discuss.
discussion.
Okay, I'll second.
Okay, so here's the thing, and really, I feel pretty strongly about this. I think that topicals are topicals, so you rub that on your skin. But I think that anything that is going to be at VillageFest that we have going into the body, I mean, if it wasn't a CBD item, let's just say, if it was something else that we're eating and that people are putting in their mouths, we require them to get a health department inspection of the kitchen or wherever that's being made. So I also am going to request that all ingestibles of whatever kind, whether they be CBD or essential oils or whatever, if somebody's putting it in their mouth, the health department should be involved. But as far as topicals go, you're rubbing that on your skin. So, we have other things. We have eucalyptus. We have some other sort of...
Tea tree oil.
Yeah, tea tree oil. We have other kinds of topicals. But I've given this a lot of thought. I'm not just thinking about it right now, but just the way that we handle things that you put in your mouth at VillageFest requires the health department. Because we don't know where it's being made. We don't know if, one of the other people even, we don't know what their kitchen looks like that they're making it in, but yet we're allowing people to sell things that go in their mouth. So that's the only thing I do feel pretty strongly about that part of it. And but I feel like the topicals are okay. It is it's very new in Palm Springs for us, at least at VillageFest. We never really had this come up before. So that's my opinion.
I have to agree with you on that, Joy, because basically I think this is going to come back to council about tinctures and stuff on the street. It's going to be brought up in the next meeting or next meeting to come. I don't know which one exactly, but I think it's really scary to ingest something from a street fair level or VillageFest level. Are you going to be the only one, Rob, doing the booth?
I'll have other people working with me for the booth, but
And you're Jeff?
I'm Jeff.
And who's
yeah.
Rob?
Rob is my partner in the business. He's a smaller part of the business.
Okay. I'm sorry, Julie, did you have anything else?
I'm strongly, I don't mind the creams. I don't think the tinctures, you're not a license. I think it should go to a licensed dispensary where they have to pay the tax, they have to do everything that has to be done. Do you have the Mylar bags with you as well, stamped?
I don't need Mylar bags.
Yes, you do.
For
State.
Point of order, we're just discussing what he
State
has.
of California.
Did you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
Just you have to follow state regulations. That's all.
Okay. I have a question for staff. Does the health department require that these be inspected by the health department?
It's my understanding right now they're not regulating, they're not getting
Okay,
involved.
so if the health department isn't regulating, we're not in the regulating business. Although I agree with you that that could be problematic, but so can it be problematic putting something on your skin that's going to give you a rash. You know, the fact that it goes in rather than on, to me, is just a degree of safety. But if the health department doesn't have guidelines, we cannot make up our, well, we could make up our own guidelines, but I think that wouldn't make a lot of sense. It's a function of, like you said, state or city regulations, and we don't have them. Now, we may eventually get them, and I hope we do, because this is new for us. But until we do, I think we just have to evaluate these products within the context of what we do for VillageFest, which is we're the landlord and we want to have nice products and services and things for the public. That's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't be opposed to any of this.
I respect your opinion.
I know.
But
Respect
I
yours.
just still think that anything that is going to be ingested, anything that's going to be ingested needs some, I realize that the health department might not have anything like that made up for it, but it doesn't mean that we have to accept it into the event. We don't actually know what is in it or how it was prepared, and to make sure that it was done in a clean way. We wouldn't allow, other things that are being ingested. So I just feel like that's really where it's nothing to do with the CBD specifically in it. It's just the fact that things are being ingested. I think that there has to be a higher level of integrity that goes with that than on the topicals, which I have no problem with the topicals at all.
If someone should have a reaction and try it in the street and have a shock reaction, it's something that we can't address at that moment. That person can go into a shock of some sort.
They could go into a shock eating one of
I
these.
understand that, but
It doesn't make any difference. I agree with you, though. I
But my
agree.
question is, you have
Yeah.
two educated people to this field as best as possible, and we're asking the board, accept one, don't accept the other, because we don't know exactly what's going to go on with that product yet.
These are organic oils with CBD. It's 2 ingredients. Just so you
Okay.
know.
We're in the middle of a, okay.
That's, this is my
Got
opinion
it.
of it. We
Got
don't
it.
all have to agree on
Got it. I want to
everything,
hear
but-
from everybody before we vote on it.
How much of this is ingested?
What do you mean?
All the
ones with
tinctures.
Anything with a dropper, they're all ingestible.
So why don't we, until we get some clarification, maybe from the city or wherever, that we don't have the ones that we ingest?
Well,
That's what we're,
Is, the city
So
isn't
what
giving
is
us
my
any
motion?
clarification, that's the problem.
they're going to.
Well, then we can address it at that time.
Then we can address it at
Then
that
we'll
time.
address it when we hear it from the city.
So tell me again, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, everything that we put on top, I think we should allow it at this time.
Topical.
Topical.
Yes, yeah.
What about ingestibles?
Well,
Correct.
It's you know what, this is a whole new field, and I wish the city would get involved.
But the city is not
I
involved.
know, they're not getting involved.
They're not getting involved. So they may eventually get
Yeah.
involved. It just is a lot of work for
When
them,
they
too.
do,
So go ahead, Tina.
First of all, I wanted to have you say again, how are these bottles created and labeled, and how does the stuff get in there?
Yeah.
Where
So
is that
what
at?
we're doing is we buy organic oil and we buy the CBD isolate and we put it together on a stainless steel table that's been sterilized in a clean kitchen that's been sterilized. And then we add the two ingredients together and then they go in the bottle. That's
Is
it.
this what you mentioned on Perez Road?
Yes, yeah, that's done at Perez Road. We have a manufacturing facility there. It's actually one of the cannabis manufacturing allowed facilities that I'm putting these products together in on Perez Road.
Thank you. Also, I do want to say I agree with Michael in that there are many foods that cause severe reactions too. So I see what, I see everyone's point. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you have comment?
Yes, that
Oh, let's turn you, oh, you're on.
just that I think until we're notified, that I think it should be approved.
Okay, has everybody been heard from? Does anybody have any more comments?
Where are you going to put the limit? I mean, do we need 10 CBD people? There should be some type of limit that, we have so many jewelry, how many CBD? You want a whole item, a whole row?
I thought 3.
We can, yeah, how many jewelry vendors do we have?
Yeah, how many art people do we have?
How many art people do we have?
Yes.
So, I mean, that's a
We're not
very,
that
very
point
good question that we need to address. I don't think we can do it.
And we probably
Right now.
will in our next
We
general.
probably
meeting
will, yeah.
Coming up, yeah.
Because it seems like there's a whole proliferation of these.
Well, and not even so much about the CBD, but just body care products in general.
Yeah.
I still, though, I mean, I still feel the same way that I said.
Okay,
I don't think the tinctures.
Before we vote, I'm going to ask a question. I don't want to start World War III. Do either of you sell these products in your stores?
I don't.
Not that product,
Okay, fine.
because we have higher forms of that.
Do you sell competing products?
Not competing to that.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, Vicki, you're representing staff. Did you have any comments, one way or the other, on this? Because you've had discussions with our attorney on,
Well, I have, when we
The
had,
cannabis stuff.
prior to it coming to a couple of meetings ago, and obviously, we got the results of what the attorney had said. The question of Faith and I had mentioned is, we already have one vendor out there who does have ingestibles at his booth.
He was the
with the
first,
CBDs.
wasn't he?
He was one of the
Yeah,
first
first
ones.
one.
I would
Yeah.
like him brought before the board again.
So,
okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so the motion is to approve these products without any exceptions. We've had comments amongst ourselves about whether or not to eliminate the ingestibles. So the first thing I'm going to do is see if that motion passes or fails, and then we can come up, if it fails, we can come up with a second motion to approve just the ones that aren't ingestible. So the motion to approve this vendor's products, all of the products that we have seen and talked about today, please say aye.
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 Raise your hands, please. 1, 2,
go with
3, 4.
Till we get
Opposed?
some clarification.
2. Okay, it carries 4-2. Ron's not
We
here.
don't always agree, it's okay.
Yeah, we don't have to agree, as long as we're,
No?
I
right.
still love you guys.
Okay, so you're hired. We'll see you down
Yeah,
down
we'll see you on
yonder.
the street. Okay.
Okay. And we were doing so well.
That's okay.
All right. I would request staff to encourage the city attorney to give us a little more guidance
Okay.
as these come down.
Especially on the edibles.
On the
I mean,
edibles,
that's really
yeah.
the problem, is you
Yeah,
Oh,
they've
have people
been
putting stuff in their
silent.
mouth and we don't know
Yeah.
what condition that was
Okay.
created in. So.
All right.
We wouldn't allow it in other things,
right,
like
and I'll
cookies.
get with Mr. Kotkin and get some
Okay.
clarification from him.
I want the city to come in on this.
All right. Anderson Artisan Candles, Gina Anderson. Hi, Gina. Did you bring help today? You have support?
Great.
This is hand, it says hand dripped, but do they really mean dripped or dipped? Hand dripped.
Pictures of me dripping them.
I get the mic,
yeah.
please.
Yeah,
I just wanted to get them set up.
sure, thank you, they're
There's a
beautiful.
lot of them.
Yeah, they look like cucumbers. Is there paperwork on this? I'm trying to, yeah, it's kind of smell.
Yeah, it has a-
Welcome.
What's the smell?
Hi, it's honey. It's
Yeah.
raw. It's raw,
Is there-
unadulterated, 100% pure unadulterated beeswax. It's the only wax in the world that doesn't have to be refined or processed. I came across this venture because I myself am sensitive to pollens and to candles. They give me headaches. So I wanted an alternative to candle burning. So this is great for asthma. They're non-toxic. You light them, and what happens is when you light the candle, it has positive ions. And the air that we're breathing right now has negative ions. So negative ions is what you kind of see when you open up the window. You see all those dust particles going through. Those are positive ions. So when you light the candle, what it does is it grabs onto the positive ions and drops them to the ground. So it's really good for asthma, allergies, environmental sensitivities like I have. And so I drip them myself, and they're raw. And it's the only wax that doesn't have to be processed or refined.
Does it have crystals in it to?
No, no
Okay, so
crystals.
they burn faster without crystals, is that right?
No, they actually burn 4 times longer than your average candle.
Thank you for clarifying that.
So this candle right here,
Yes.
for example, that was once this. You have to hug the candle, which I will tell my customers. It lasts a long time. So this has already got about
Hug the candle?
You say hug the candle?
Yes, hug
What
the
does
candle.
that mean?
Hug the candle means once you light it and it burns,
Yeah.
it's going to go to a pool out to about an inch. Once it gets to an inch, what you're going to do is you're going to push it in. As you push
So
it in,
pools in there.
It pulls in there.
it
pulls in
will
its-
raise your
itself.
liquid, which is your pool, and then you want to always keep it at 1/4.
Nice.
Pass your burnt one around
Sure.
to us, would you?
A hug, pre-hug.
Yeah,
pre-hug.
the hug.
We could all use a hug right now, I
Yeah.
think.
So my biggest candle, this one right here, one of my biggest candles, this should burn over 200 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
Smell it.
There's no paraffin in it, no toxic, no dyes, nothing added. And it's meant to take the smell out of your home, not put smell into your home.
Interesting.
Clever.
Yeah, I like
Nice-looking
those.
booth. Okay.
It is a beautiful booth.
Yeah. Really. Do you do all of this in your home?
Yes, I do, me and my husband.
Very nice. I love the smell.
Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, somebody want to make a motion?
I would like to make a motion
I'll
that
second.
we accept this vendor.
And Julie seconds. Discussion.
No, they're lovely.
All-
Different, it's a little different than the candles on the street.
They are different. I'm just,
I wanted to offer an alternative.
yes. All in favor?
I,
Carries. Congratulations.
Thank
We
you.
will see you on the
Glad,
street, my
glad to
dear.
see you.
So how do I know about orientation?
Oh, have we got news for
they
you?
will tell you everything.
Oh, no, we're going to take care of you.
Heard I'm asking you a question and you're getting a vote. Anyway, have you ever heard of honey being good for? Your, oh, you have?
Yes.
Breathing and stuff? Oh,
Yes, I have.
okay.
I saw people put it in tea when they don't feel good.
Actually, if you have a cold or germs, you have to take a spoonful of honey several times a day, and it kills
Makes the
germs in
medicine
your
go
stomach.
Oh, really?
In the most delightful way.
And I would hope.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you for
See you on the
coming. We're glad
street,
you're part
guys.
of it. She'll help you out. Okay, photography, J.E. Moreno, Debbie Moreno, Arts and Crafts, Fine Art, that's not framed. Oh, those are framed. It's frame photography. She has all these papers.
Hi, I'm Debbie Moreno. It's my husband, James.
Welcome.
He's the photographer, and I'm the framer.
Oh, okay.
So all of these start from, we travel a lot, so they're mostly travel photos, and we also do custom photos, which is why I kind of brought this, because when people bring us their photos, these are my niece and nephew. And they'll bring us a photo, and we'll either do it as a photo, or we'll turn it into what a painting looks like.
What makes those different? There's a different coloration between those two.
Yeah, one's
different-
the actual photo.
Okay.
And then this other one looks like it's been painted. It's
Yeah.
what he does to the photo.
That's the filter?
A filter to the photo.
I've seen a picture of this before.
Yeah.
Where are we here?
All of these are, we're in Venice.
Oh,
What do they call the square?
that's fat in Venice.
St. Peter's Square.
Yeah, bring money.
Yeah. We do all of our own printing. We have a huge, massive G-clay printer that has 12 inks. That's probably the width of this table.
G-clay?
All of them are G-clay.
They're gorgeous.
Thank you.
They really are.
I like what they're doing.
I do
And we do
too.
various different framings. We do them on MFD boards. We do them with resin. We do canvas. We do wrapped. We do framed. I do make some of my frames. I'll go to garage sales and whatnot too and pick up old frames and repurpose them and cut them down to size because we do different sizing as well. So people will come and say, I like this one, but I want it 20 by 30, but I want it in a canvas. And so they'll.
Where's that?
This is Route 66.
Yeah, let us see some.
Yeah, we like to,
And then
we're
this
nosy.
one's- The other one's Guatemala.
The other one is what?
From Guatemala.
Okay.
Oh,
Pretty. Cadillac Ranch, yeah.
look at it.
I'm very envious of anybody who can make their own frames, because framing is expensive.
Yeah, that's not
My gosh.
Well, he had started the business, and we ran into that. We were trying to find framers,
Yeah.
and then you're dependent on them to, continue to putting your business on it. And so when I decided to jump into the business, I took over the whole framing side of it.
It's so colorful. They're beautiful photos, too.
Thank
Just
you.
really nice. Anybody have any questions for? Okay, somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept this artist into VillageFest.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
We will see you two on the street.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's Mars Singh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Maybe I'll order some.
Don't start. You were doing so well, too. Okay, Studio 77 Jewelry, Mahmoud Mamadov. Am I saying your name right? Misha. All right, come on, Misha, come on up. This is arts and crafts, jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, rings, and pendants. No, go this way, please. Yeah,
Just the whole tray.
Yeah, that would be
we only
easier
go
with the
this
whole
way.
tray.
Beautiful.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, look at you. Your face lit up like a Christmas
Beautiful
tree.
work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, take the microphone, please.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Yeah, it's back.
It's
Hi, my name is
required.
Misha, and we are family-owned business. It's all the pieces what we do. It's handcrafted. It's all the lost wax technique. The lost wax technique. It's a classical technique to make the jewelry, and we do handcrafted one-of-a-kind pieces. I have a master's degree from Academy of Art in Moscow. I was previously a professional dancer, and I just retired a few years ago. Yeah, I'm 40 now, so I can't anymore do that. And it's done by my family. My family does this over the years. I grew up in the environment of design, start from my mom and all the stones and fashion. And working for different company and the production, I learned a lot. And always in my back mind was there when I'm done with it, that will be my next career, to go back into my roots and start doing something with the designing and making something cool with the contemporary feel on it. So I started 2 years ago, I took over and I started building my own company around my family. So I design all the pieces what you see, all my designs, and all the pieces I choose, the materials, the stones, everything, it's all my choices. And I start from the beginning to the end, from the beginning of the job to the end, to make sure that every piece, what I want to see as an artist, that's supposed to be like that.
They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Is that a dancer in the middle? would you
That's a
say?
flowers, yes, I play with that, yeah.
I like it. And the price on that?
It starts from the $100 and we go to $350, the highest one. But each piece is those are $125. And I remember you saw me in the.
I'll just pass them around, but I won't.
This is what we like to see from jewelry. When you could see an artist
Thank
actually,
you.
drawing out their designs.
And I'm sorry, I'm nervous. We're very working with the community. I do a lot of work. 20% of our sales, 2 years I'm doing this, and 20% of our sales every Christmas time goes to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Whatever we sell, it goes to them. And we do in February when it's a Valentine's, we do in Red for Women for the Heart Association. We're donating them 20% to them. And we did 2 big events last year. We did for the Hurricane Harvey and Texas Relief. We donate them 20%. We did the big sales of the jewelry. We create the line for them and sold them and give it to them 20%. So I love doing it.
Are you selling any place else?
We do in VillageFest. The Al Paseo, the jewelry bar, has our display now. They start displaying us. They love it. They're like, we want you more here. So, but we want to work with you. I just moved here recently, but I want to be part of this community. And I go to VillageFest and I look in over 6 months and I'm like, dude, I'm ready to in front of these people to face the battle. So I'm here.
Great. Love to hear.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do a lot of pop-up shops. I do with the Pottery Barn. We do special things with them when they do in donation. I do with them in their shops, the different pop-up setup, we call them. And people come and buy them. We donate the 20, 15%, sometimes 10% of our sales goes to their donations.
Okay.
I want to make a motion that we accept. This is really beautiful. This is
Gorgeous.
truly, really
Thank
beautiful
you.
jewelry.
I'll
This is the
second
real
that for
thing.
sure.
Thank
You
you.
know I'm tough on jewelry.
You are totally.
But this is truly handmade.
This is handmade.
Yeah, all my
design.
team, all my
Quality.
family is involved on that, and each piece is really with thinking. I create the piece around the stones.
Okay.
So
We have a
find the
motion,
stones
we have a
and we
second
create it.
discussion.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
What's the gold? Is that,
It's a 14-karat gold. We plated over the silver.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. So glad to have you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I was nervous.
See
I'm
you on the street.
Can I put here?
Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah. See you on the street.
See you guys. Thank you.
I always get more information.
Save
Where's,
those red ones.
where's Charles? Charles Street.
I will.
Mr. Street, come on up.
Thank you.
This is Whitewater Woods Works. Are we saying it right? Is it Woodworks or Woods Works?
Thank you.
What?
I might change it. I like the way it sounds in the speaker.
Well, we don't do good on the typing end of things. Whitewater Woodworks, Mr. Street is an arts and crafts vendor. Woodcrafts, wine racks, coasters, cutting boards, end tables, wall racks, bookshelves.
Welcome,
Ooh.
Charles.
Been on computers for so long. We want to work with our hands again.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Happy New Year. Yes, I'm nervous.
Don't be.
We'll try to shake it off. But
We're
yes, my
nicer
name is
than
Charles Street, and together with my wife and I, we started Whitewater Woodworks. And what we're trying to do is just take refurbished wood and repurpose it. So what you're looking at are crates that come from the back of places that they want to get rid of. And when we come, pallets. Yeah. So they want to get rid of it as fast as they possibly can, and we take some of the better pieces and make some unique things. And we start with just your basic pallet, and we spray wash them so they're all, clean. So when they're hanging on your wall, they're real nice, and you can use them for either wine or oils or anything like that. You can hang spices or whatever you want. We have different sizes. And the way it works is the glass hangs on the bottom right here. I'm sure you've seen them.
Yeah.
Pinterest
Yeah,
account.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So you hang one about. So we
Oh,
have
yeah.
the we have the
Yeah.
right.
Stems of the wine glass.
Yeah, the glass, and I have a glass in there somewhere I can show
That's
you.
all right. We get it.
So so we have the apartment size, which is a single actually, 2 cups and a single.
Oh. See?
great.
Oh, that's,
Then it goes to
That's a great idea.
4 and then 6, and the 6 is our largest one,
okay.
and it holds like 6 to 8 bottles. So you can-
Do we have pictures?
I didn't see the booth.
And of course, if you didn't want to hang it, Charles, it would sit on the floor or on a
You'd have to
desk.
hang it.
Yes, ma'am. You can put it
Either
against
way.
on the cabinet, on the
counter,
counter,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Because again, we do have the smaller ones. Sure, absolutely.
How about the coasters and cutting boards?
Now we don't have those, and we were told since we didn't have them, just they won't be accepted, obviously. So we're still working on those, and maybe we can come back to the board when we get those.
Because
We-
he doesn't have them
Kind of a
ready yet.
perfectionist. I want to make sure they look good.
Okay, would
There's
you
some
please come back if you get accepted, please bring them back?
I
and-
would be honored.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just
Thank you.
this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the rest of this,
Cross out. Yep.
be later date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, anybody have any questions for
very unique, Charles.
Yeah, I like them too.
I'd like to make a motion
Well, please do.
that we accept this vendor.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'd second that.
Okay, discussion?
No, they're cool.
All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. Thank you very much.
All right, didn't have to bring wine either.
Well, that's okay. Bring back the coasters and the end tables when you're ready, and we'll fit you right in, okay?
Thank you very much. I will
Okay,
do that.
thank you for coming.
Sure.
They're
I
pretty.
didn't see any paperwork. Is there,
It's
Sorry,
coming.
it
It's
was
coming.
coming, but I sent it back because we already voted.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, I just wanted to see his
sorry, the
booth.
tail wagged the dog here.
It's an easy up with some of the stuff
Yeah,
that
that's
happened.
fine.
It's just, yeah, simple.
They are in this,
Yeah.
Okay. Our next one is George Ann's Desert Dweller. Oh, lots of stuff. George Ann Purnell, Glenn Coy, Robert Coy.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Oh, he's got lots of stuff. Arts and crafts. So you have screen-printed, embroidered wearables and accessories, T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, posters, and tote bags. Oh, my goodness.
Can you take the mic with you? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Do you do
good.
the
Thank you.
screening?
Yeah. So my name's Glenn, and this is Georgianne, and we have a local screen print and embroidery shop. Vicky actually came visit us Thursday about some stuff. We primarily do a lot of commercial printing for businesses. We do Cheeky's, Arrive, the Ace Hotel, Beerba. We do all the Mounted Police shirts for the street fair on Thursday night. So we also have a secondary business where we do our own apparel, like our own branded apparel. We do all the designs, we do all the printing. We sell it out of our space, and we actually sell it at the Palm Desert Street Fair for the last year or two. And then we do a lot of pop-ups, like at the Rive. We do it once a month. We do the big pop-up they do there, and we do it at the Ace Hotel monthly as well. So we wanted to do it on Thursday nights with different designs that we've had, and we've been doing really well with them. Like everything we do, every event we've.
Anything on the back? Just send one around. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just send them around so they can look at them.
Yes, just send one.
Yeah, so we get all the blanks. A lot of the blanks are made in downtown LA that we get them from, and then other ones are domestic. And then we do all the designs. We actually have a couple of local graphic designers. This girl, Tracy Hang, that did all the branding for that new Sandfish Sushi. She did a lot of the branding for the new Kimpton Hotel. Yeah, this is like one of the newer ones we've been doing really well with.
So you create those designs?
We create the designs, and we do all the printing in-house in
pretty.
Cathedral City. So we have a 3,000 square foot building where we do all the printing, all the embroidery, and all the designs are in-house as well as, if not, Palm Springs graphic designers.
But you order the T-shirts.
Yeah, it's just like the canvas of, we have to get it from a manufacturer. A lot of it's American Apparel, which is made in downtown LA. We try to get USA-made blanks if possible, and then some are domestic, just depending on, what's available and what,
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't really do a lot of tote bags. We just brought this to bring some different designs, but.
And that's your design, right?
Yeah,
That's the same one on the
everything's-
T-shirts.
Every
Yeah.
single thing we've designed, or one
Okay.
of our graphic designers we freelance does it. So.
Okay.
And you also do sweatshirts, it says.
Yeah, sweatshirts, T-shirts, totes, koozies, and hats. And we do a lot of print, flat stock, like poster printing. So it's all hand silk screen. It's not like digitally printed. It's all, 1930s style print press stuff.
So was that your shot? The photo I saw.
Yeah,
of
that's
like
our
that
shop.
Big machine. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
very impressive.
Very impressive. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept this artist into VillageFest doing their screen printed original design items.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It carries.
Thank you. If you guys ever need any printing, let us know.
Looks great.
Will. Did you get their phone number? Do you have the cards? I got it off their app.
We do a lot of dispensaries.
333-2265.
Do you know how hard it is to get long T-shirts like he had?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try and find one, like at Target or Walmart. You can't. They're hard. They're there, and then the next day they're gone. Okay. Thank you, guys, ladies. Get Air Palm Desert, Alejandro Nunez.
I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know.
What, you having a flash, honey? Are you warm? Oh.
Hello.
I don't know what he is.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm curious what it
Hello.
is.
Yeah,
okay,
tell us.
so I didn't know how many people were on the board,
so I just brought what I could. But
That's okay. We share.
Okay,
We
I'll
share-
pass around
we
the
share our
flyers.
things.
So, Get Air, we're a trampoline park that opened in Palm Desert, California.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were an air conditioning company.
I've been there.
Did you jump? Were you on it?
No, I bought.
Yes, ma'am.
I bought for
Yeah.
5 kids for
Yes.
Christmas.
Okay.
Nice. It's very good. Very good.
Okay. So basically, what I'm just planning on doing is once a month on a Thursday, because it does get kind of pricey after a while, and I do have to get it approved, but which is already approved, so it's fine. But have someone out there that works with us and be able to just spread the word about our company, because I still get people now that tell me, "Hey, I didn't even know you guys were open," and it's been a year. And
You don't do any commercials.
I know we're not
No
allowed to.
advertisement, no
Yeah.
marketing.
That's right.
So that's what I'm trying to change, because we originally had an old general manager, and she just was very standoffish about stuff like that, and she didn't really want to get
This
me.
is recorded, by the way, and people will watch this later. I just want to mention
That's
it
fine.
to you. Or you're talking about your general manager on TV
Oh, no,
and
no,
how
no.
they
She,
didn't want
she,
to approve
she,
stuff.
she doesn't work with
and-
us.
Former, it was former.
Okay.
No, that's me now.
I get
technically.
in a lot
Yeah.
of trouble because of that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And so basically, I'm the fill-in. I've been the fill-in for 4 months. I'm only 19 years old, but they trusted me to do all this, so here I am. And I'm just trying to get the word out there so people can come into our park. If it comes down to it and you guys want us to do something like that, I'm sure we can figure out like a special first-time price for people that hear about it at the street fair. Come in, hey, we saw you guys at the street fair, and we're here. We'll give them like a certain percentage off if that's what you guys would like us to do.
Why don't you tell them where you're at, because you're hard to find?
Yes.
Tell them what you're
Where
in
are
back
you?
of.
So we're in Palm Desert off of Monterey, but once you hit Dinah Shore, you're going to make a left. You're going to see Gateway. You're going to make a right. And then it's the second opening on the left side. And then it's still within those complexes. So it's going to be the first right all the way down. We have a flag now.
So basically, they're in back of Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I've been there. I've taken a bunch of kids there. It is a lot of fun. I wanted to open one of these, and they beat me to it. So basically, this is a lot of fun.
You must have to carry a lot of liability insurance, because I remember years ago when they had the trampoline things, people were getting,
You're actually at your own risk now.
Right.
really?
Yes.
You're signing a waiver.
Yeah.
Which also, if you guys would allow us, I would like to bring a computer so people could fill out their waivers there, kill some time, if possible.
I don't.
I know I didn't mention that in the,
Sure.
letter of intent, but I just wanted to maybe.
I don't see it
have
where
that as
that's a
possible.
problem. He's a commercial vendor.
It's a fun hour for families. It's a fun hour
Yeah.
for kids. It's a fun hour for people to get together and let their kids go and have fun and sit down and talk. They actually tell them about the restaurant. You have a restaurant. Don't you have food in
No.
the party section, birthday party
We
area?
we have birthday parties, which people are allowed to book there. I wanted to open a snack bar, but they said no because our corporates don't have that, so they wouldn't allow me.
Doesn't fit into their business.
But they have a
plan.
big birthday party
Yeah.
area for big kids
We have
to
6 birthday party areas.
parties.
Great.
It's huge. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Somebody want to make a motion?
I make a motion that we accept this.
I second.
Sounds like fun.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carries.
Awesome.
Welcome.
We will see you on the street.
On the street.
Appreciate it.
Where's Patrick?
Julie, did you
How
want to
many
see
times
that?
has he been before? Can't he just call in?
Okay. Oh, where's our
not
grader
here.
guy? Patrick's not here. Okay. No.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
yes.
Yes.
You're not Patrick.
Remember he was here at the last
Yeah.
meeting?
Right.
You guys are just gonna make an official vote.
Right.
What happened? Could you
Right.
remind me?
Yeah,
was
you
on
are
the-
not here, so you can't vote on it. You have to abstain.
So we can.
We could not vote and, because he wasn't on the agenda. So this time, he's on the agenda, but he's not here, but we can vote.
What did he do?
The garlic grater guy.
The garlic graters.
Yeah.
So could I not vote on it, even
You-
though it's on the
no,
agenda
because
this
you-
time?
You were not there, so
What do you
you would be
want?
voting on something you weren't there to hear the discussion
Those would
of.
be really
I
pretty.
watch, are you kidding? I watch this one on TV,
Well, you know,
guys.
Those would be, Joy, those would be really pretty with those dishes.
Yeah.
They would go
Okay,
well
all in
together.
favor of
Pretty
Patrick's,
artwork.
oh, we need a motion. Somebody make a motion to
I'll
approve.
make a motion that we accept that vendor.
Okay.
This
A
top.
second.
Okay. I don't think there's any
Yeah,
discussion.
we already discussed.
All in favor?
Pretty nice stuff.
Opposed?
I'll abstain because I wasn't here
She
for
wasn't
the
there.
presentation.
Right, okay. All right. Come to the meeting. All right.
You were sick?
Right, we're gonna,
I'm on day 15 of a headache.
Are you serious?
Oh, trust me.
She
I've
needs
tried
more than
everything.
aspirin.
And CBD did not help either, so
Oh,
watch your
God.
claims.
I thought it cured everything.
Depending on the
Not the
milligrams.
tincture, not the topical. Trust me, I tried it all. Everything that was
Okay,
possible.
unfinished
Liquor,
business, rules and regulations. Is there anything,
Well, I don't know, because since Board Member Meredith had brought up that it had been so long since you had reviewed the rules and regulation, and it's been a year since we took it to council.
Yeah, but we never brought it to council.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We
we
brought it to
did.
council, and former Councilmember Fote had pulled it
that's
because we
right,
had
about
the
the-
discrepancy in the
Right.
nonprofit
and then we
category.
brought it back, we cleaned that up
Set it up.
and sent it back, and then everything got so busy
We're-
down there that they haven't been able to put it on the
Well, what I
agenda.
might try and do is maybe sneak it in, just for David. He may throw it up, but staff reports to do on, I'll just update my date.
If you let us
and-
know when, even at the last minute, I'll be happy to show up and speak, or if not speak, as the case may be.
I'll try it, because I know agenda's due this Thursday for the February 7th meeting, so I'll just
Okay.
update the dates on it, and we'll send it through and see if he notices.
Let's see what happens. Would you let us know?
Now, would that
Okay.
go with everything else that we're talking about? Because I'm not familiar with it. So rules and regulations.
It was 2 years ago that we worked on them. 1 year ago that it went to council, but I think City Councilwoman Fote just, it wasn't clear what we were trying to do and what it had to do
On
with
one issue, nonprofits.
nonprofits selling items that don't have to do with their nonprofit
Gotcha.
at the booth. So then it held up because of that, and so, but truly, we worked on these 2 years ago, and my only problem is, I literally don't even know what they say anymore. And it's hard even here to remember that we're working on the old set of rules, not the new ones that we changed them to.
Will you be
I
going
would
through-
love to see a copy.
I'll send you,
Can email
yeah,
us?
sure.
Just email.
Will you be changing any more rules that you
We-
want to
we-
add to it?
We
or
can,
no?
we can do that at any time, Julie.
Ah.
And we're probably going to have to, given the discussions that have been going on. But for right now, what we want to do is kind of reset the engine
Gotcha.
with the stuff.
I'm not
because-
familiar with this.
No, that's fine. And then we'll take those rules and regulations, and if we need to jigger them around, we will.
I'll send
Yeah, to every.
email
I
out a
mean,
copy
and
to
I
all of
don't-
you.
Right.
I don't know, Julie, have you ever read it? Really?
Julie hasn't.
Because
I
you
don't
know
even know
you
about
do really good, like.
Yeah, like
as
you,
far
like
as-
you know what you're talking
Like you
about.
really know the rules and regulations. You must have read them. You're really good
I haven't
at
seen
it.
any, from the board here, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, holy cow.
Oh, that one, that little, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, I
You
did.
got it, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
No, I got that one. I
She
know.
must- yeah, she gets it.
I've been reading papers like this
Okay.
lately.
New business, it looks like we don't have any reports and requests. There's nobody here from our public. Board comments. Yes, ma'am. We can just go around the room.
It was brought up last time by Ron, and of course the time before, regarding the signs or posting of suggestions to please refrain from smoking at VillageFest. And anyway, it was suggested that we have more than one sign, and that they could also be switched around, which of course gives a little fun and a little new idea if someone sees the same old sign. So I came across the 5 out of like 100 entries that were honed down and voted on by like 100 people, and then at the support group meeting and the American Lung Association, all of this, the 5 main ones that seem to be the favorite and kind of seem balanced and really nice. So I'm just saying, if this should be on the agenda for next time, we could relook at these 5 particular ones and see if that's something that we would like to have as a sign, or one of them, or exchange them, or whatever the idea would be that we would agree on.
I think that's a great idea.
Jasmine was going to
Jasmine
send
was
them.
going to send them to us. I don't.
Email.
Email to us.
So I made some copies if wanted, or I
Sure.
can save them for next time, whatever's the
No,
proper thing to do.
give them to all of us, and give one to staff so they can officially send it out.
Okay.
And let's put it on the agenda for the next meeting and move out on it. And, whether it's 5 or 4 or 3, I don't know.
I
It
just had a
depends on.
question.
There may
Tina,
be-
didn't you make these up? Didn't you design these?
These are all designed by variety of people.
And I-
I
yeah.
had several contests over a period of 2 months and put it together, and then those were voted on the favorites, and then honed down to 5 top choices. Not by me, but by people that are in my circle.
So I thought we had this discussion that we were going to use them, all
I
4
thought we
different
did
ones
too.
or 5. We had this discussion already.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Use them
So
all.
It's a sloppy print, sorry.
It's all right, it's all right.
But
Got it. And Jasmine will send them out officially, and we'll agendize it and put it on the next.
I think it's fabulous.
I do too.
Well, and what I like is it's our community that came up with this. That's one reason I think it's neat, because lots of people that worked on this will attend the Village Fest and
What-
go, oh, that's my sign.
What I'm going to need to find out from Jasmine is, we did in fact approve a thank you for not smoking, a
Yes.
generic one.
Yes.
So these would be that's
In
what you're,
pla- in
these would be
place of.
or in addition to, in addition
Because it's
to.
several blocks long, and
Yeah, no, it's fine.
She's previously ordered the other signs that were approved, and so these were additional ones that she can add
And
to the mix.
one of the other things I want on the agenda for next time is companion animals brought by vendors, discussion of how we're going to handle that. I haven't forgotten about.
I thought we
Well, no.
didn't do that?
We had a problem with a vendor.
Oh, wait,
over
that was cigarette smoking.
Yeah, over a
Outside.
dog that was almost run over because there was a problem with it. But I want to see if we can come up with a policy on animals brought by vendor. I want vendors to worry about our customers and not about their pets. And if they need to bring a pet, it needs to be crated.
I seem to remember with the pig, that we made,
Well,
that
we
you guys,
banned-
I wasn't on the board then, but I used to watch. Didn't you make it so that
Stuart,
they're,
yeah,
so that
Stuart the
people
pig.
could not?
I liked that pig. That was
You-
cute.
Oh,
It
I
was
thought
cute
that
until
it
he
was
bit the
any
second
animal
person, and then it
Yeah.
wasn't cute. It became
That's when I
lawsuit
came
for
on
the
board.
city,
He was biting.
because the previous board refused to ban him.
Oh.
So the city was hanging out there to dry, so we were the bad guys. And Stuart came to our meeting, and Stuart ate my napkin.
Oh, yeah, he
And,
was all
oh,
under.
yeah. Only in Palm Springs do you have to put a pig on the witness stand. Okay, so for next time, can we put the animal thing on? I think it's an easy one for us. I don't want any animals to be hurt. Okay.
Do we have anything in the rules and regulations at all about animals? I don't.
I don't know.
Really,
Again,
honestly,
I don't know. I
So
have,
because the whole thing was animal friendly, so we
Yeah.
haven't broken it down.
I think just
Right.
that it's animal friendly.
we should have dealt with it when we dealt with Stuart, but we didn't. Okay. Board comments, you had board comment. Did you have any?
No,
What about you?
No, I have Main Street comment. I don't know where to put stuff.
All right, we'll do that in a second. All right, board comment?
No, I don't think.
Julie, board comments?
I'd like the board to still come together. It's really bothersome that we allow CBD people or people selling products that are not licensed. We don't know where they're making their products. And all my TV commercials or whatever I do, I tell people do not buy any type of tinctures from a street fair or Village Fest. So I'm just really sticking to that, and I hope that the city attorney will make some rules with that shortly.
Any other comments? Okay, thank you, Julie. Main Street.
So there have been some complaints, Jasmine has been looking into them, but I just want to mention them, about some of the generators being stinky from the food court. Not that I'm complaining about the food court, I'm glad to have it, but I just,
You got complaints?
yeah, and then I
Oh,
called
okay.
Jasmine and she handles
All
it,
right.
but I just want to mention that it has
Yeah.
been happening. But of course, Jasmine just handles it, so
Okay.
grateful for Jasmine. Actually, my comment is thank you to Jasmine
There you
for
go.
handling
Handling this.
my problems on my block very quickly and very nicely. I appreciate that. And thank you also to Faith for actually going out and handling the problems after the merchants come to me and tell me about
And
them.
her second in command.
There you go.
Miss Faith. You bet. Oh,
Okay, staff reports. Do we have any? No?
Nope, have none.
Okay,
That's
motion
it?
to adjourn? Anybody?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn at 5:11.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
We adjourn at 5:11.
Oh.
It's early for us.
Yeah.
But they're going to, after they replace all the plants and stuff like that, palm trees and stuff that died there under earth development care. And so
The
they're
garbage
just
cans are
wanna-
super small. The
Yeah.
garbage cans are small. And there's light, they could just walk off with it.
Yeah, did you see that one on Facebook?
No, but I heard, I mean, I can see when I'm down there.
The benches that, already seem to be trashed, at Festival White Parade, they were setting up on the table, the stars, now they're actually mixing chips around them.
Yeah, I brought 18 Encinitas Main Street board members for a tour of downtown 2 weeks ago. And their big thing was, how do you keep your skateboarders off of those benches? Because it didn't have the little, sort of, but of course, that one kind of bench, you're gonna keep skateboarders off of that because it doesn't have much space on it.
I think what's worse than that is you have to look across the street at the old Starbucks and all you see is paper on it.
Yeah, that's.
To me, that's more trashier than having trash, because we know what trash does.
That's going to be, somebody told, I was at a party over the weekend. That's going to be a restaurant or something, the old Starbucks.
When they can't afford it. Joy, they won't allow it.
I can hear this echoing in here.